Hello and welcome back to NewtyGuitar. So today we are going to be learning a riff from an Archspire song. May not get up to full speed, but I wanted to go through this because it's actually very interesting. Because a lot of their riffs are very ridiculous, really, but also no matter what the band is, you can always learn something from them, and you can always gain insight into like songwriting technique, time changes, and so it's always good to push your limits and learn things that you wouldn't necessarily learn. Now for Archspire, they're a band whose riffs sometimes sound deceptively simple, but then when you actually look at them, they're bloody hard. So this riff is from Involuntary, Doppleganger, which has got an insane opening, but this is more of a middle eight transition riff, I guess. And the reason I wanted to learn this is, one, it helps with interesting chord shapes, changing between them, but also changing between subdivisions of notes. So how many notes you can fit into one beat per bar. And this goes from triplets, 16th notes and 8th notes, or semi-quavers and quavers, for those of you who learn that way. It also goes between this flat fifth, a minor dyad, and we've got octaves on here as well, so we're changing hand positions down here quite a bit. Right hand's doing quite a lot, but also it helps with the pinch harmonics on here as well. So the whole riff, I'm not going to play this at full tempo because it's like 200 BPM, which is just stupid. So initially, that first chord shape is a flat fifth power chord. So a power chord is made up of the root and fifth of the note. Now if we take that fifth and bring it back a fret, that becomes the flat fifth of the chord there. And with that you get this really sort of dissonant, really dissonant, evil sounding chord, and they stuck the octave on top of that. So we're using an 8 string today, of course. Being Archspire, they use extended range, and we're not going to be using the low F sharp, so we're using 7 strings, but you can play this on a 6 string as well. The principles remain the same. So we're going to start on the 4th fret, got the 5th fret on the E string, and then your octave on the A string. So I've got... Now this riff, Dean's part, starts on the 2nd beat of the bar, and you've got a set of triplets. So you've got 1, 2. So a triplet on the 4th fret. It's important not to rush these, it's very easy to do that. But then jump up to the octave, and then go down the chord here. Now you can alternate pick this. So you got the... But being lazy, I economy pick it. So I do the triplet here, play a downstroke. So I got down, up, down, down, up, up. So again, the economy pick is where you basically do a mini sweep. So you use the same pick stroke direction across adjacent strings rather than doing a down, up, down. So the first part of the riff, jump up a minor third to the 7th fret, same pattern. Then go up to the 10th fret. And you get this really evil kind of tonality where you're going up the minor thirds and diminished at the same time. So you've got lots of tension on that. By comparison, if you did just normal power chords, so the perfect fifth, it still has something, but it's not quite the same there. So just by flattening that fifth, you kind of change the whole feel of it. So perfect fifth, flat fifth. Now the next part of the riff jumps to a low B, and we're doing semiquavers or 16th notes. So two beats, 4 notes per beat. So and you've got this lovely dyad here, which is a minor third based off of the B there. So you've got the B, and then you've got the D just there. And those are 2 quavers, those 8th notes. So you end up with 4th, 8 16th notes, and then 2 8th notes. So to finish off that first bar, got the 16th notes, quavers, 8th notes, and then you got the 4th beat has 4 semiquavers before the next bar starts with that dyad again, move down 1 fret to the 6th and the 4th, and you play 3 quavers. So far we have last section, you have half a beat to switch to an octave. Now this is going to be fun because you need to work on your pinch harmonics for these. And again, if you're playing on a short scale and guitar, playing this on a 6 string maybe, your pinch harmonics will be in a different position depending on what notes you're playing. There's videos all over YouTube and the internet about pinch harmonics, and I recommend you watch one of those. I'm not really that good at explaining what they actually are, but I mean, you can just search it and there'll be a whole load of guitar educators who can really do this a lot better than what I could. So you got your 3 quavers, and this is like a proper little deathcore thing. And as you're bending up, you're not releasing, just literally smack your hand down as soon as you got on the, to get that nice little mute on there. So the second half of the riff, you've got the back to that bit again, but this time we're switching to the flat fifth. That kind of ties it in quite nicely. Now the great thing about this is that you're switching between those subdivisions, so you'll really get an idea for the groove and how they feel. You're practicing your left hand movement on different chord shapes, pressing your pinch harmonics and your timing on here as well. So even if you're not playing this at like the full speed, you can still get quite a lot out of this. And you can do that for any band. You could do it for literally anyone. You can do this for stuff that's outside of your capability. You can do it for stuff that's within your capability. Like slowing down things and analysing where the changes are and what those feel like will make you just a better guitarist, a musician all round. So we'll just go through that riff again. So yeah, this has been learning an Archspire riff. I hope you had fun. What sort of things do you like to practice down? Write down in the comments there as well. Do you use riffs and solos to kind of get an idea between going between different techniques, or you just sit there and just drill a particular idea until you kind of get it down? Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.